How's it going? As you can see, it's not snowing. That's great. This is SecDSM. We got some slides here and a to-do list. So we're going to get some shit out of the way, and then we can have some fun. Colin's going to do the next slide. Ready?
We are a rated R event, so fuck yeah. You can bring your kids if you want to, but they will hear words like fuck and shit. I don't have kids, so you cannot bring my kids. Yeah. She's not going to care. Code of conduct, we take it very seriously here. Actually, I'm going to go to the next one real quick. Scan the QR code if you want to see it. Go to our website. You can find it there. If you are uncomfortable, you feel like you're being harassed, or you have complaints, you need something to report, let us know up here. Post it on Discord. Don't post it on Discord. I guess find the admins on Discord. We have a role you'll find, or email admin@secdsm.org. Those are the best ways to reach out to us.
So a certain somebody who's on the board may have recently published a blog about malicious SVG files and then also decided not to be here this month. So they may or may not have had their blog post headshot swapped in for the headshot that was here, which actually wasn't them. But anyway, this is the board. All of us for real. All right.
Is that the only living picture of him on the internet?
It might be the only living picture on the internet. I don't know. All right. So now that shit's out of the way, let's have some fun. So here's our agenda. This is the 101. We're going to do news right after this. And then we got a couple of great talks. So definitely come listen to the talks. And then I don't know what's going on after that. Probably drinking or something.
After party. All right. All this equipment. If the equipment looks advanced and weird and it's not your property, don't touch it. You will break things. You will get in a lot of trouble. Do not touch it. This is the shut the fuck up room. This is where the talks are, presentations, the bar back there. If you haven't seen our sponsor, Qualis, they're in the back corner. Go give them a visit. You can get some drink tickets from them. Pizzas. My hand gestures are useless, so you guys can look at this, but I think you guys have all figured out where the pizza and stuff like that is by now. All right, challenge ideas, not people. Stole license from SecKC because we bought them drinks like 2 years ago, so we still hold that license. You can disagree with people. You don't need to hate somebody just because you have disagreements. Kind of our whole mantra here. Murphy always puts it off better than I can ever put it off. Volunteers. We always need more volunteers. We had a ton of people here helping set up the chairs today. That was great. We needed some help setting up the equipment. We had a bad back problem. He's okay. But we always need more volunteers, and yeah, I guess.
All right. So don't drink too much. We'll kick you out if you do. Hasn't been the first time. I hate to say it. Just remember what I always like to say is if you look around, you might work with these people now, or you might work with them in the future. So, keep that in mind, because otherwise, yeah, you're lost. If you do drink too much, we pay for Ubers. So definitely take us up on this. You can take Ubers here. You can take Ubers home. You can take Ubers to pick up your car tomorrow if you drove here today. Yeah, so definitely take advantage of that. It's a great thing. It costs us basically nothing for you to get home safely. So definitely check it out. This link will always redirect to the correct Uber code or whatever it is. I don't know how it works. It was some magic Brandon set up, but it definitely is cool. All right. Quick question.
All right. Transparency report. Space, SecDSM, and you guys. Food, SecDSM. Maybe Casey's again someday. Casey's, we're asking. You guys have a whole arena now. Sponsor, Qualis, give them a shout. Stop by. They're helping us out. Super great. Am I missing anything? Drinks, also Qualis, or you, if you decide you don't want a token for some reason. Are Diamond community supporters, SecureWorks, they've been up there forever. Yeah, I'm not going to read all these off, but these are all of our huge donators. They're usually, they buy more than 30 bottles? Any bottles. And if you have a company you're about to buy from, and you have a little bit of leverage on them to get them to go buy some bottles, use that leverage. Ways you can help. Be a speaker. We have 2 great speakers tonight. Super excited about that. Make CTFs. We had a great CTF made tonight. Again, volunteer, help set up the AV, help set up the chairs, help tear it all down, help just make sure things are running smoothly in general. Share valuable ideas. That kind of comes back to speaking. You might think that maybe there's people in the room who are just absolutely smarter than you in every way. You'd be surprised. Everyone in this room knows something that everyone else does not know. Figure out what that is and share it. That's why this community exists. And then donations. Go onto our donations page, donate. Pretty straightforward there.
All right, so there's the CTF. I don't think anybody has solved it. Cooper is not here because he was worried about snow because he's lame. I don't think it's actually going to snow. Is it going to snow? I think it'll be fine. Winter is over. All right. Anyway, check out Discord. The CTF's going. I don't know if anybody solved it yet. Upcoming events. So we got a lot of stuff coming up very quickly. And by very quickly, I mean April is fucking insane. I don't understand what happens to April every single year. But there's a bunch of stuff going on. I know I am I already bought my ticket. I'm going to KernelCon instead of CypherCon. But I know a lot of people have gone to CypherCon in the past. It's a really great event. Besides KC, everybody's going down there, right? Everyone? It's a one-day event, super cheap. I think it only costs like $30.
If you're not going to B-Sides KC, it's almost free, and I guarantee we can find someone with a room that you can sleep on the floor at minimum. B-Sides KC is a really good time. So if you want a good conference to go to, it's a one-day thing. Get your ticket and go. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so anyway, conferences are cool. Lots of people go. So if you're ever you're on the fence about going, there's probably somebody here that's going to something that you want to go to. So ask around. We got a whole channel in Discord to talk about it. Speaking of, you should be on our Discord if you're not. Here's the link. It should work. I know every once in a while it doesn't for some reason, but I think we're good right now. Yeah. Who's not on our Discord?
No, you definitely are.
Everybody should be in our Discord. All right. And with that, we're going to do the news. Oh, no, we got one more thing. Yeah, it's on the next month's slide.
Oh.
Yeah, do you want to skip to it? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let's talk about the drawing. So there is a drawing tonight out at Qualis's table. So Qualis is giving away one of the bottles that they got. And then as well as that, we're giving away a Mulvad 6-month subscription. So if you're looking to up your Mulvad VPN, enter to win that. Otherwise, your choice of Lachelle's Fine Diner or W Tao Sushi. Oh, and then he has one other thing to say.
All right, so I don't lose you guys to the news or anything like that. We're going to announce it twice. Next month, we are not here. We are at Varsity Cinema. We're doing a hacker movie night. We can't announce the movies because we didn't license the movies. Therefore, Varsity said we cannot tell anyone what we're watching. Go Google the most popular hacker movies. I cannot confirm that. Go look up the most famous hacker movies. It'll be somewhere on that list. We're going to try to hit 2 that night. We have it from 6 to 10 p.m. Actually, tell you what, bring your Blu-rays. They want Blu-rays. Bring your Blu-rays. Your Blu-ray might end up on the screen, all right? That's how we're going to do this. Hacker related.
Physical medium.
Yep, that's what they want. So hacker related. Bring your Blu-rays. All right, that's all.
I don't think telling people to bring their own Blu-rays is a good idea, but that's just me. Yeah, this is Hackers, I swear. Play it. This doesn't look like the right format of that movie. This doesn't look like Swordfish that I remember. Billy Bob Thornton's in this? That's a deep cut, yeah. All right, let's go through the news. Big one this month. So the FBI came out and officially confirmed this. Lazarus hit Bybit and stole $1.5 billion, which is a lot of money. And as noted in the last bullet point in the slide, it was North Korea, obviously. It was Lazarus. If you didn't know, Lazarus was North Korea. State-sponsored, obviously. They steal cryptocurrency to fund lovely stuff like weapons programs and ballistic missiles. So this is not good news. And as pointed out by Chainalysis, if you've never heard of them, they're a Bitcoin and crypto coin monitoring company. The largest amount North Korea stole was in 2024, was 1.34 billion over 47 attempts. So to steal 1.5 billion on top of that's not good. They stole it out of a wallet, out of a developer machine from the way that I read through the story. So if you're interested, take a look at that one. And then this is a huge one this week. VMware, if you're running ESXi, patch it. If you're running an older version of ESXi, patch it. If I think you're still on version 5, buy a new one and patch that one, because this is really, really bad. So essentially, shadow servers running this attack. And it's essentially, if you can vMotion, you can get into a machine. If you're not aware of how ESXi works, it's essentially virtual machine hosting. And then you're into the host itself, and you're using vMotion to get around, so you're back on the back end. There's not really any security tools that monitor at that level. So if you get into a hypervisor escape at the server level, your threat actor is usually outside of tools. So keep a good eye on this one. And there's also a whole bunch of providers. So if you're an SMB that's getting this, they'll do like virtual cloud for you, and they're impacted as well. So keep an eye on that one. And it was a great blog post by Kevin Beaumont who whipped this out. This was in our Discord. So if you weren't in Discord, essentially patch your shit right now, because this is how VMware escapes work if you didn't know. Let's see, and then Gen AI usage. AI is the topic of the year for the past 2 years. We talked about it on here and how hackers and bad people are abusing it just as much as we're all using it to write performance reviews and, corporate policies. And this is how you avoid getting a GRC team and that type of thing. So, just go out and steal policy. But it's getting abused badly. The big things to call out here, a ton of people are posting their own company data under their personal accounts. A massive amount of people are logging in personally and not with corporate accounts, which means they're not even using SSO if you've got those set up. And so as pointed out at the bottom, you've got 90% of it apparently being used and is completely invisible to our tools. So keep an eye on that if your company's using AI software. And then Black Basta, a huge ransomware group out there. They had some internal fights, and if you're interested, go take a look. There's a bunch of posts on this. People will scan through it, but essentially one of the guys in the group, as we've seen a couple other times, got mad, decided they were going after Russian banks, and turned around and dumped a whole huge pile of their chat logs. So it's an interesting thing to go through. But as to note there, under the triage section, Black Basta, as you would imagine with ransomware, is hitting SMB misconfigs, RDP servers, and going after stuff like Citrix NetScaler, Confluence, Atlassian, Fortinet, Cisco, Palo, who has a vulnerability that's, a 10 every, 4 days now over the last couple months, so they're not doing well. And then general, we got a bunch of quick hits here. The Akira ransomware gang was spotted. This is a big one. If you're interested, it's kind of cool. They turned around and used a webcam to get past company EDR because they're actually getting blocked by Windows, so they just went out and grabbed a webcam that was plugged into the network. So watch your IoT. They can be abused, and the ransomware gangs will go after them. There's a threat actor that has created the Darkula phishing as a service platform. They're turning around and making a new one that's going to be extremely easy to just clone websites. So if you're looking at phishing or you do security awareness training or anything, take a look at that one, because that is a big one to keep an eye on. It makes it stupid easy to turn around and clone your entire company web environment. And then there was a massive botnet that compromised devices with a password spray and M365. So if you're an M365 customer, go take a look at the details on that one. And then last slide, we've got the DeepSeek and all the stuff came out with that. And then a new report came out about secrets included with API keys and passwords that were part of a whole bunch of AI training environments. So if you're looking again at AI, keep an eye out for that one. There's actually people scamming under what they're impersonating the BeyondLine ransomware gang. They're actually sending physical notes to executives. So if your executive's actually gotten a physical letter that says you've been ransomwared, enjoy that one because that'll be a fun conversation. And then Troy Hunt, who, if you don't know, runs Have I Been Pwned? His newest report put out, he's got 200, and he found a new data source in Stealer logs. There was 1.5 terabytes of Stealer logs released under this alien text base. There's 284 million accounts in there, 23 billion rows with 493 million brand new unique website and email addresses and passwords. So if you want to make a giant password list, that's a good place to start. But keep an eye on your people. All right, that's it for news. All done. And then we always like to do the job section. So if you are hiring and you want to come up here, let us know who you are, where you work, and what the position is you're looking for, the experience they need, that type of thing. Anyone? Micah? You have 45 seconds. No 10-minute impromptu talk this week.
What? I'm from Principal, but I'm not talking about Principal today. We have other people at Principal that could talk about that. I also have a nonprofit that we're looking for volunteers, so I'm not going to give you any money, to build out some networks, and this is for simulating critical infrastructure for B-sides. So if you are interested, please reach out to me, and we can get some stuff built, and it's going to be really, 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 really cool.
All right, I can totally support that. Yes, please come help. B-sides is in 90 days. So we are hopefully wrapping things up and getting things official. Anybody else? Thank you.
Took me a little long to get up here from back there, but I'm Ben Meter from EMC Insurance, and we have a couple of positions that are open, one being a SOC analyst and the other being an IAM senior engineer. So if you have some experience with CyberArk, that's really something that we're looking at from the IAM perspective. So come contact me, and we can chat.
Cool, thank you. All right, looks like we're good. All right, that covers story time and job stuff. As mentioned, next month, we're gonna be at the theater, so we will not be here. Let people know because the first week, especially the first Thursday, sneaks up on people. Okay, so there will be free pizza, free popcorn, and free soda, all covered. All right, how many people can fit? 200? All right, well, I think we're good then. All right, good. All right, we'll take a few-minute break. That's the end of the 101. If you want to go talk to the vendor, get another drink ticket, get something to drink. And who's up first? Nick's going first? All right. Nick, go get another drink. We'll see you in a minute. Thanks, everyone.